My parents have always been really protective. They've just always kind of shielded my brother and I from like all things kind of spotlight and things like that so we could grow up as normally as we could, and so I really appreciate that.
Did Lily Rose really try to warn her dad about Amber Heard? The defamation trial between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard resumed on Monday, May 16th, and it looks like things are about to get even messier because Amber decided to drag Johnny's kids into the drama. During her testimony, Amber name-dropped Johnny's daughter, Lily Rose, and she claimed that Lily would confide in her when Johnny's drinking problem got out of hand. However, Johnny's always maintained that Lily Rose couldn't stand to be around Amber. In fact, Lily may have been one of the first people to warn Johnny about Amber, but sadly, Johnny didn't listen to his daughter. So how does Lily Rose feel about Amber now trying to convince everyone they were besties? When Amber took the witness stand, she insisted that she had a great relationship with Johnny's kids and developed a close bond with Lily during their 2014 trip to the Bahamas.
So it was docked off the island, and I went with him and his kids, who I quickly developed a bond with and loved, and we brought a friend along with us, I think, to kind of help. And
Amber talked about how Johnny fell off the wagon during the trip, and she claimed that he was trying to hide it from his kids. According to Amber, Johnny drank pretty much non-stop, and his behavior was scaring Lily Rose, who was a teenager at the time. Amber also claimed that she tried to comfort Lily when she came to her crying, but then Johnny got mad when he saw them talking, and he accused Amber of telling his kids about his drinking problem. Amber, however, insisted that she didn't talk to Lily about Johnny's drinking and claimed that she was actually trying to protect Johnny.
I don't remember the words he used, but starts accusing me of kind of like telling on him and calling him, a drunk in front of his kids. I hadn't done that. I was actually trying to protect Johnny. It didn't feel like my place at all to share that with his daughter or anyone at the time, other than adults who might help with it, but not his kids.
But according to Amber, Johnny was so furious at her for talking to Lily that at one point he even threatened to kill her.
And he me up against the side wall of the bedroom of the cabin. We were in the bedroom this whole time, but up against the wall of the cabin, and me up by my neck, and holds me there for a second and tells me that he could, and that was an embarrassment.
Amber then went on to say that Lily asked her for help, and they left the Bahamas on a helicopter because Johnny's drunken behavior was becoming too much for Lily.
When I saw Lily Rose again, we get, I won't say what she told me, but the next thing we do is we call for a helicopter to come and take us off of the boat, or off of the island. So we leave the boat, go to the landing of a part of the island, or maybe it was a different island we had to get to leave, and we take off. I'm holding Lily Rose in literally holding her under my arm.
But Amber didn't stop there, and on day 2 of her testimony, she again brought up Johnny's kids, claiming that she was always very protective of them. Amber also threw shade at Johnny for allegedly letting Lily's crush spend the night at their house, and she claimed she was the one who had Lily's best interest at heart. And then Amber again went after Johnny's parenting skills and claimed he introduced Lily to marijuana. But pay attention to how Johnny reacted when Amber talked about how she was trying to protect Lily.
Johnny got so upset with me, but that and the introduction of the weed with his daughter, she was so young, I just felt protective. Again, it's not my place, I understand that, and I made him really angry by weighing in on that. Okay.
And it makes perfect sense Johnny would react this way because everything that Amber said about Lily during her testimony is contradicted by evidence and by Lily's own public statements about this whole situation. As for Johnny introducing Lily to marijuana, Johnny's already been very open about this topic, and he explained that he went to great lengths to teach his kids about staying safe when offered substances or alcohol. "I never encouraged my daughter to use marijuana," Johnny said. "My daughter was 13 years old, and as we all know, at 11, 12, 13 years old, when you go to high school parties, you are approached by people who will want to give you a drink because they're drinking." Johnny said he had an honest conversation with Lily about this and told her, "Listen, sweetheart, if you are at a party and someone hands you the joint, take the joint, from that person and pass it to the next person. Don't experiment with drugs with people you don't know. Johnny also explained that he told Lily to come to him when she was ready because he didn't want her taking something from a random stranger at a party. It's a safety issue, Johnny said. If that is wrong in your eyes, I appreciate what you think, but I was raising a daughter and I was being a responsible parent as far as I was concerned. And as for Amber's claims that she and Lily were super close, well, that makes zero sense because not only did Lily refuse to attend Johnny and Amber's wedding, but she was actually one of the first people to publicly defend Johnny and expose Amber's lies. Back in May 2016, shortly after Amber appeared in court and obtained a restraining order against Johnny, Lily shared a screenshot of an article from People magazine on Instagram stating that the police officers who responded to Amber's incident call found zero evidence of a crime. And these claims were later confirmed by one of the officers who responded to Amber's call. Officer Tyler Haddon testified that he saw no marks on Amber's face, and he also revealed that Amber refused to cooperate with the police.
After discussing the investigation with my partner at the scene, Ms. Heard refused any medical treatment and had no visible injuries. There was no sign of struggle, and the victim, the witness that was there that I spoke with was uncooperative as well.
When Amber first made her accusations against Johnny, Lily Rose shared a childhood photo with her father and wrote, "My dad is the sweetest, most loving person I know. He's been nothing but a wonderful father to my little brother and I, and everyone who knows him would say the same." And then Johnny also testified that Lily refused to attend his wedding to Amber because she and Amber were not on particularly great terms for several reasons. And when asked to describe the relationship between Amber and his kids, Johnny replied, "Non-existent. My kids are far more intelligent than I am. They refuse to be around her." And not only that, but Johnny also revealed that Amber tried to alienate him from his kids by demanding that he spends all his free time with her. "Amber had to have me there at all times for her own needs," Johnny said, adding that Amber would tell him what a bad father he was and that he had no idea how to parent. Johnny's bodyguard, Travis McGivern, confirmed this during his testimony and said that Amber would often belittle Johnny and call him a deadbeat dad.
You know, there were times I've heard Miss Heard call him a deadbeat dad, if I can say that. I apologize to the court. If a washed up, you name it. She's spewed it.
And now fans are saying Johnny should have listened to his daughter because she clearly knew from the start that Amber was bad news. "If your kids don't get along with your partner, then you might want to rethink getting married," one fan said. "There are always exceptions, of course, but I think most of the time your kids need to come first." And another person added, "Agreed, kids know what's up. If Lily Rose doesn't like Amber Turd, then neither do I." Fans are also furious at Amber for bringing up Johnny's kids in her testimony, and they're convinced she's doing it because she knows how much it'll mess with Johnny to hear his kids' names dragged in court. One Twitter user said, "Just the fact that Amber Heard had the audacity to drag Johnny's kids into her lies shows me that this woman is a psychopath with no moral compass and zero limits when it comes to getting her way." And another person wrote, "Lily Rose dislikes Amber so much so she didn't even go to their wedding. The absolute audacity of Amber Heard. I do pray Lily Rose testifies." Many fans also pointed out that back in 2016, Amber filed for a restraining order against Johnny on Lily's birthday, which just goes to show how she didn't care about Lily at all. If Amber Heard loved Lily Rose, she wouldn't bring her into the picture at all, one fan commented. Why would a woman file on her birthday? To try and destroy her family? A parent should never prevent a child to love their own parent, no matter how hard it is. And another fan wrote, 27th May is the last day of trial. It's also Johnny Depp's daughter's birthday. Amber Turd used that date 6 years ago to get a temporary restraining order against him, accusing him of DV. Hope this jury gives Lily Rose the best present ever and gives her dad justice. But if you thought this was shocking, wait till you watch this next video.